I've come up with a way to totally eradicate this whole idea of rejection in sales. If it's over at hello, how the heck are you going to succeed in selling? You've got to rise above that and change your mindset.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stump The Guru show. We are back again, and my name is Ari Galper, and as you might know, specializing in trust-based selling. And we have lots of subscribers who joined this month, and thank you to all the subscriber listeners out there on Spotify and Apple who are adding comments under the episodes and letting us know the feedback and how you're enjoying this. We have a loyal following who listens to these every time an episode comes out, which is great. And we try to keep these live without a net, pre-planned, not unplanned, and let people kind of just go with the flow. So lots of things to talk about today. I will talk about the theme in a minute, but a few quick announcements. We are soon to launch our new app coming out called Selling with Trust. You'll be able to download from the Apple and Google Store hopefully soon. In that is our new membership program called the Trust Movement, where you can join for free, download the app for free, and access a good portion of my content to really get involved with what we're planning on doing, which is launching a global network around trust, the Trust Movement. We'll have local chapters in different cities. I've had a following for a long time, 25 years now, but never really had one spot to really organize a network into one structure. So this app should do it. And we'll be doing most of our work from the app as part of the membership group. And you'll have a chance to meet other business owners who are like-minded, who are trust-based, do business together network, learn new information. Stay tuned to my soon-to-be world tour one day once the membership has grown to the level where I feel like it's ready for that next level up. But we're super excited. And if you don't know about my latest podcast, it just came out last month called How to Live a Trust-Based Life. That's based upon this new book we just launched as well. And we have lots of folks who order these copies to send out to their friends and family for the holidays, because it's not a sales book. It's a trust book. How to build trust in your personal life with your family, your friends, even yourself. How to own that self-confidence you've always had that need to get back and get your mojo back. So make sure you get a copy, reach out to us for a copy of this, and do listen to the podcast. Just go to Spotify, type in Ari Galper and How to Live a Trust-Based Life, and you'll hear me reading different topics and articles around this book concept that I think you'll find very, very valuable. So on the show, the way it works is if there are live folks waiting in the back room there, we have them come on, ask me a live question, or else Sam and I, who's my business partner, will also be around for us to chat and banter back and forth on different topics. But the main topic today, and yeah, if you see the link there, just go to stumptheguru.com and we'll let you right inside to ask me a live question to help you with your sales challenge or your situation you might have that's complex or needs some insights on from a different perspective. But today's theme is the whole theme around the idea of persuasion and pressure. We've been taught over the years that's the way you make a sale, is you persuade someone to see things your way. And the word persuade can have some edge to it. It kind of feels a bit onerous and heavy. I'm not sure most of us professionals who are listening today do overt persuasion. We're not convincing people. We're not trying to put pressure on them to see our way in an overt way where it could be seen as aggressive. Of course, we're not like that, but there are some subtleties you may be unaware of where you are triggering pressure coming your way to their way in a sales process without you even knowing it. And one way is to be over-educating your new potential client or prospect on the first conversation. If you're doing a lot of talking and discussing what your solution is and discussing how it works, that could be seen as persuasion. Education can be seen as persuasion. Persuasion can be seen as pressure. There's also the idea of free consulting, where you're consulting with somebody. When you meet someone, they have a problem you can solve, and your instinct triggers and says, "Oh, I can help them." And it's called the sales experts or the expert syndrome, where you want to subconsciously help them with their problem as soon as possible, the minute you qualify their problem, and off you go to the races. If you do that prematurely, that could be added and seen as pressure as well in the conversation. Also, following up with people can be pressure oriented when you're trying to chase them for the next step. That's why I've always said from a long time ago to always replace the word follow up with the word feedback. I'm just giving you a call to see if you have any feedback on our last conversation, on the last meeting. So your languaging and how you say things, what I call the languaging of trust, is what removes the pressure. And you have to be able to have the right languaging in every step of your process. You're not in any way connecting yourself, that image of someone selling something. You're the doctor, they're the patient. You're not the pharmacist in the stage. You're not to be providing solutions or education to people in your sales process at all. Your job is to be able to unpack their situation, help them see the cost of their problem, and see if it's a priority for them to solve or not. Then to show them a path for what your process is to solve it. But you have to do that in sequence. And it's very often, in fact, I was at a meeting a few weeks ago for a lot of VP of sales, and they've talked with the sales teams, how they're doing a lot of chasing. They have a long sales cycle, overeducating their clients, trying to embed a relationship building process inside of the education, which gets very, very messy because one, your prospects don't really want to become your friend. Sure, they're friendly, but if you try and work on the friendship part and not focus on the problem part deep enough, you will lose that trust and they'll extend your sales cycle. And then you'll have to wait a long, long time to get a yes or a no. So that's kind of my take from today and things I've been seeing in the marketplace. I'm on the front lines like you are every single day, talking new opportunities, being in different business groups, speaking around the world on this topic of trust-based selling. And there's a common theme out there. And that is most salespeople, most business owners are struggling with doing the old behaviors of chasing people, having a long sales cycle, not building trust up front, but trying to build it later after they build a relationship. And all that is backwards because the world has shifted. We're now a commoditized industry, commoditized economy. And by you thinking somehow you're different from your sales process point of view, you'll be shocked to be surprised that they will view you as the same as everybody else if you're still using the non-trust-based languaging and approach. So on that note, we'll open up and see who might be back there, and we'll see who comes in for a question. Steve, who do we have back there, if anyone's there?
All righty. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, for next week. It's holiday season is coming. I will have my elf jacket next month. That's guaranteed. I'm going to bring Artemis on right now. Hey, Artemis, how are you today?
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me on.
All right. If you can let everybody know a little bit about yourself, your business, and your question for Ari, please.
Yes. So I work for hi, Ari.
Hi.
I work for a professional private success club. It's a membership.
What is it?
Based club. It's a private success club.
Success Club. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a membership-based model, and
who's the audience for that? Who are the members typically?
Typically, it's entrepreneurs and people also, but also people who are into spirituality. And they're looking for, the main problem is having like-minded friends.
I see. So are they looking for new business opportunities or looking for friends?
More friends.
So it's a social network, essentially.
Essentially.
A social network of entrepreneurs who have a spiritual bent to them.
Yes, sir. Pretty much.
Okay, just kind of trying to be super clear on exactly what you do. So walk me through what your challenge is.
So the current challenge is so first of all, they consume the authority product, which is 15 hours, totally free. They trust us.
And what is that? Is that a webinar or a seminar? What is that? 15 hours?
It's an audio recording of a seminar.
Got it. So they consume 15 hours of a seminar before you talk to them?
Correct. And
that's pretty awesome. Wow, that's amazing. To get much attention from someone pre-conversations is a really big deal. So well done for that.
Thank you. Yeah. So, and I'm currently calling abandoned carts, where people after the finishing, they go to the website. And my current process is I send an SMS message to book a call with a current member of the club.
Oh, okay. So what is the offer at the end of the presentation? Next step.
It's join the club. joining the club.
Oh, so there's a button there. They click on to join.
It's actually an entire hour of selling them to go to this website to find out more about the club.
Oh, so is the next step a scheduled consultation with someone like you, or what is the next step after the webinar?
So the next step is to go to the website and join the club.
And pay and join online, automatic, without talking to a human being, automatically, right?
Currently, yes.
Got it. Okay. And how many people typically go online and order, buy immediately after that, typically percentage-wise?
I actually don't know that number because I don't get paid for those people. Right?
Okay, gotcha. So you're basically taking everybody who's not signed up after the event.
Yes, sir.
I see. Okay. Well, just one tip. I know you're not involved with that side of it, but you might want to suggest the idea that rather than them offer the directly purchasing the membership, that they might want to suggest offering a complimentary membership consultation where they schedule with everybody from that event to your calendars. Then you can avoid chasing people, what you're doing right now. Because my guess is their percentage of conversion is very, very low from the consumption of the event right to a purchased product, is my hunch. I don't know your numbers, but my guess is probably, if I had to guess right now, ballpark, 10% on the low end, 20% on the high end, 80% are lost to a black hole you got to chase. So that's my guess. I don't know the numbers. But anyway, all right, so that could fix a lot of your problems by avoiding chasing people by having pre-scheduled meetings on your calendar from that event. It's a low threshold offer. It's easy to say yes to that versus buying, because they may not feel ready to buy yet to talk to a human being. That's separate from your moment. So let's go back to you now. So you're texting people after the event who have not signed up, right?
Correct.
And what are you saying?
So, and what my first text is, would you like to speak with the current member to learn more about the club?
Oh, I see. And what's your response like?
Believe it or not, it's like 40% people say yes.
Awesome. So next step is schedule meeting with other member.
Yeah, which is me.
Okay. I love it.
One solution package.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so you're the member they're talking to. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so 40% schedule a meeting with you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So far so good. So then what happens next?
Well, then I use your model, and then they sign up. Honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good news.
You changed. I mean, yeah. That's
amazing.
Right
so
now.
what changed? What shifted for you once you took on my approach versus before?
The most revolutionary approach is that I'm not teaching anybody. I'm not providing. So value is commoditized.
Right.
That completely changed everything.
Okay.
So I just don't do it anymore.
You made the shift.
Yeah.
How did you hear about me, by the way? Originally, I'm curious.
Ari, it's a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago.
Okay, cool. All right.
I
appreciate that. So what can I help you with today? Are you looking to get a higher conversion rate from the follow-ups to meetings with you? Is that what you're trying to do?
So my today's question is, when I call the abandoned carts people who didn't.
Oh, they clicked the button and were going to order, but they bailed out?
Yes. So they didn't buy and then didn't schedule a meeting after my SMS, and I call them now.
I see, but they did go to click the buy button.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's different. Oh, interesting. All right. So tell me about that. So.
Yes. So basically, they saw the price. Maybe it was too much.
Sure.
Or not. Whatever. Or they wanted to talk to somebody real first. That was another thing. They didn't answer my SMS, and I called them.
Yeah.
Usually it's after business hours. I don't know what to say, because if I say, hey, I'm so and so, they're like, okay, sales call. Yeah.
I gotcha. So you're looking for a segue, a message to connect with them again without coming across like you're trying to sell them anything.
Yes, sir.
which is not your goal anyways. Your goal is to build trust with them to see if
Yeah.
you're going to help them or not. Got it. Okay, so here's what you do. Hi, John. It's Artemis here with XYZ. I hope you're well. I was just curious if you have any feedback from the 15-hour seminar that you watched last week. I would love to know what you learned, what your takeaways were, and your thoughts were about that.
Beautiful.
You go backwards, not forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to engage them back around what they learned in that event. They forgot about it, by the way. The minute they hung up, they were gone. Their mindset went to Netflix or social media or something like that. They were gone. So you have to reconnect with them back to the original source of material, and then find out where they're at. And of course, they say, "Yeah, it was great." Da da da. Say no problem. Then you say, use your same text approach. Would you be open to having a conversation with myself about the membership program separately from today? We can schedule something, and I can walk you through exactly how I think it may be able to help you. Would you be open? That's the key word, is would you be open to that? Not would you be interested. You say, would you be open? That's a language of trust.
Speechless. I can
Mic drop.
totally see. Yeah. I mean, all right. Thank you so much.
Artemis, we can fix every single step of your process,
Mm-hmm.
because the problem is not you having opportunity. The problem is them trusting you in a process that feels right for them. And the way you win this game is you differentiate your process itself, not your solution. And you're smart to be here right now, asking questions, learning how to solve these cracks in the conveyor belt and close those gaps so you can be a winner, because these people want to probably join, but they're not comfortable yet because they haven't trusted the last part of the process, which what I'm trying to say is they should stop sending people to a buy button. They should go right to scheduled meeting with a member. But anyways, that's for you and the CEO to talk about, okay?
Thank you so much, Harry. Beautiful. Really, really appreciate it.
Take care.
Changed so many
Bye-bye.
people's lives. Bye-bye.
Come back again. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Will do.
All right, we are back with the Stump the Guru show. Hopefully, you're all following and tracking my mindset there. What I was thinking about in this process, where things broke down, and I give him some insights. Hopefully, you can take to the leadership team to fix the original problem, which is not enough scheduled meetings with him on his calendar, forcing him to chase people, right? Because your whole mission, if you run a business, is to eliminate the chasing process altogether. Your job is to create what I call a by appointment only business, like a doctor's office. Doctors don't chase their patients, okay? They all work by appointment only. That is a total mindset shift for most businesses around the world who accept the idea of chasing people. We don't. We don't chase anybody ever. So if you want to learn how to do that, then I would, if I were you, I'd order my latest book called The Trust the Split Second. And you can grab that at thetrustbook.com. Again, www.thetrustbook.com. Order my book, schedule a chat with us. We can help you learn how to crack the code on conversion. Because once you crack the code on conversion, lead generation is so easy and sales become so much easier. Anyways, we'll get off topic. We'll get back on track here. Steve, who else do we have back there?
All righty, I'm going to bring up Old Faithful. I'm going to bring Sam on. Let's get Sam in here. Back from another vacation, the tannest man I know.
Anyone else back there? I see a JP, or are we cool?
JP's watching today. He's not going to be jumping in. And then, so we're good.
That's cool. All right, we're good to go.
Yeah, hey, Ari, hey, Steve. I was just totally amazed by that insights that you gave that gentleman there, and I guess I want to emphasize that because a lot of people don't realize that some of the essentials to making a shift here can be just some tweaks in your languaging. Now, you mentioned two words today that I think are worthy of reinforcing, and one is saying to someone, "Would you be interested?" Right now, interested is such a commoditized word. It's obvious that when someone says interested, there's some kind of agenda to it, or they're leading towards something. But just the change of that one word from interested to open is just a whole new dynamic. People sense the difference. And here's the crazy part. No one wants to feel like they're closed-minded. So their natural tendency is say, yeah, well, I'm open. Yeah, of course. I'm an intelligent person. I'm not closed-minded. I'm open. And open by very nature suggests that it could go here, it could go there, it could go anywhere. We're open. We don't know where it's going to go, but we're going to just explore to see what your situation is, our situation, all those sort of things. So I really have always loved that one word, open. And the other one, which is, yeah, sorry.
Just real quick, the key with the word open is this, Sam. It doesn't force the other person into a yes or a no.
Yes, exactly.
See, would you be interested forces and triggers only two options. Yeah. Would you be open is option 3, which means they're thinking first and then deciding. Yeah. Usually it's just yes or no. But would you be open? They start to go, well, I am an open person. I like your approach. I like the words you're using. You feel safe to me enough to say yes.
Yes.
And I love that the phrase that we talked about recently called the language of trust. Because would you be open is part of our dictionary that we've developed around the language of trust. There are places, languaging, that we've been embedded to use for years back in the 1980s, which is killing people's ability to sell right now. So I appreciate you calling that out, Sam.
Yeah, and what you just said then before, just now, I mean, that highlights it even further. I mean, people just want to feel safe. They want to feel like there's a trick or an agenda. That, and that itself gives them a level of security that this is an okay conversation. I can actually just have a human-to-human conversation, and I'm going to enjoy it, right? So the other one too, which I always just can't emphasize enough, the follow-up word and feedback. I mean, which salesperson calls people and say, hey, I've been thinking about you. I just want to get your feedback on what we spoke about. Almost nobody does that outside of our world, of course. But just that says you care and you're curious and you're not interested in moving forward at all. You just want to know what their thoughts were and how they felt about that last conversation. So I love what you say about going backwards, not forward.
You just said something good. Interesting. You said the word felt and feel. These are words that are not used in the sales game at all. Okay? Because the act of selling as we know it today has been commoditized. This is so hard to accept. I was with a head of sales the other day, and I said to him, he has a sales team. I said, you have to tell your sales team to stop selling. He's going, what? That's what's grown the business there. That's what they do. They're salespeople. I said, but that's great. But have you measured how much opportunity you're losing because of the fact they're selling the way they know to sell, which is the old way, which is chasing people, over-delivering on value, doing free education. We got to shift their thinking to their goal of being trust building only, right? Most teams and head of sales measure the teams based upon certain activities like stages, first meeting, second meeting, third meeting, proposal going out. Those are not trust-based stages. Those are just sales stages. They got to create what I call trust-based milestones. How do we know that trust is being created every step of the way? What are those indicators? Well, one indicator is that they're committing to a next step on your calendar. If they're not, they drop off, you're chasing them, well, you have a trust problem before that even occurred. That's a whole different way of thinking. But anyways, you and I have been at this for a long time, chipping away with a similar message to help people understand that the world has shifted. We're in a commoditized market. If you anything that you say or do that indicates selling or promoting yourself or flexing, you're killing trust, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely. I was reflecting on what you said too about persuasion, convincing. Look, I think there's a bit of an element of, people are under pressure themselves and they get a lead, they get a conversation with someone, and your mind gets excited, and you get the word that you've used many times. We get this influx of hopium, and we think, oh, wow, this is an opportunity. So that subtly shifts us to have a little bit more momentum, more excitement. Our voice starts to change. People start to feel this enthusiasm that seems a bit too salesy. And that itself, just curtailing that and being a lot more present and being able to listen. And here's the other magic: pausing, letting people know that you're actually listening by reflecting on their conversation. And you don't have to fill the void of every conversation. It's okay to have that space. And a lot of people fear that, because they fear that if they let the space go, they're losing control.
Yeah. The reason why people are stuck into this idea or this feeling of hoping it'll all work out is because they've been convinced and trained and conditioned to believe that momentum is a positive thing in the sales process.
Mm-hmm.
They expect it, they want it, they trigger it, they do everything possible to attempt to move things forward.
Exactly.
That's the wrong way of thinking about the process. You should not be moving things forward. Your potential client or prospect should be saying to you, what's the next step, Sam?
Yeah.
How do I schedule you next? They should be the ones asking for the next step, not you suggesting or leading them to a next step. Now, that goes counter-cultural to every sales bone in your body if you've been selling for a long time, because your instinct is to move them towards the sale. That triggers the hopium drug, as we talked about, and then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
look, I think in essence, if your solution solves people's problems, there should not be excitement about your solution, because their seriousness about their problems should come first.
Absolutely. And you said to me once, it's such a great analogy. You say, look, a doctor doesn't get excited that a patient's coming in to see them. I mean, he cares, obviously, but he doesn't go around, woo-hoo-hoo, I've got a patient coming in.
You know, it's so funny. I think I told you a story when, obviously, still when I go see a doctor or whatever, you go, the front desk always says, oh, how's it going? I'm like, well, why do you think I'm here? Because I got a problem. Even the front desk is still conditioned to kind of like, hey, how's it going? Not good. Not good. My leg hurts. That's why but it's just a joke, but it's sort of part of society that we think we're supposed to engage in a social manner with people who have problems to get them to like us first.
Yeah. So true, Ari. So true.
So.
And I guess, and the funny thing is that if you engage in those behaviors quite often, is that, people get off the call and they say to themselves, geez, I had a really good conversation with that person. It was so good. Right. And they start telling all their work colleagues about it. But guess what? The reality of it is you're the only one who thinks you had a good conversation. Your prospect is thinking, man, this guy was just like everyone else I've spoken to this week. See you later.
That is so good, Sam. Wow. That is so the truth. You hear all the time, oh, we had a great meeting, high five, on the pipeline, looking good, 10 out of 10. And the other guy's like, yeah, great, got information, shop someplace else cheaper, making pesos. And it's like, so that's two different worlds, because the hopium is so within the veins at that point. So hopefully if you're listening to this today, you're going to detox from all this, and you're going to join our world, join our membership coming up called the Trust Movement, our new app, hopefully coming soon. Or get a few more details worked out on that. If you don't have my book yet, shame on you. Go to thetrustbook.com, order that, learn about it, study it, and start changing your thinking. You cannot show up tomorrow morning with the same mindset. The world has shifted, and you may not have shifted to that extent that the world has. So catch up. We'll talk soon. If you want to come next time and ask me a question, you can. Anyone can. At stumptheguru.com. You go to that link at the time the show starts. You come on live. I don't prepare for this. I just show up. I'm happy to take any question that might come up unprepared to help people change their thinking. So thanks, Sam, for coming in today. Thanks, Artemis, for that great question. And hopefully you all learned a lot from today. And do catch my latest new podcast on Spotify called How to Build a Trust-Based Life. And the book's available as well. Talk soon, everybody. Signing off. Okay.
I've come up with a way to totally eradicate this whole idea of rejection in sales. If it's over at hello, how the heck are you going to succeed in selling? You've got to rise above that and change your mindset.